Hello everyone, this is Pamper Chew. Today, a little package showed up in the mail for me. I ordered a couple of used Bitcoin miners last week, actually 2 days ago, and they showed up pretty quickly. This is the one I've been using for the last couple weeks, and it was a failed unit I got really cheap. It wasn't working all the way, so I pulled the other side of it off. So this is the one I was using so far this year. The last year and this year I've decided to buy these and use them to heat the house. But this one I purchased, and it was a failed unit. So I only had half of it hooked up, and I just kind of strapped a fan there. It wasn't really generating too much. So I ordered this a couple days ago. Did a good job packing it. So this is, what do they call this one? It doesn't have a name on it. I guess I'll have to name it. There it is. One I've not used before, and I'm not familiar with the brand. I've used Antminer last year. I had two S1s, and this year I had half of an S5 so far. And this was the best deal I found online. For, what did I pay? $55 a piece. Here they are. They're quite larger than the S1 and S5s. They both use the application-specific integrated circuits, and I'll take this apart here in a minute. But there's the SP20, and it looks like there's a serial terminal there. This is for your power supply. Now these will take up to 1200 watts, and I ordered a few HP server power supplies that were really cheap, 1200 watt power supplies. I think I got them for 25 a piece. So I'll have those probably shipping in a day or two. Here's the back. There's nothing much to them. So on the S1 and S5, they have a bunch of little chips, your little application-specific integrated circuits. Many of them on a single board. These, from what I've seen online, only have four of them, but they're a larger, physically larger sized chip. I'm gonna take the top off here, make sure it's all cleaned out, and do whatever maintenance. When I get these used, they're usually really dirty. This is one of the dustiest ones I've taken apart. There's a processor, some flash memory, and another ASIC, I think. Altera Cyclone number 5. That's kind of neat. What else is on here? It has an SD card slot. I thought this is an interesting logo on this little transceiver. This is for the serial terminal. Oh wait, no. That's for the Ethernet connector. So here's the back where the power connectors were. And there's not much on them. The main processing power is under these chips, or under these heat sinks. I was reading online that these are glued. Yeah, these are glued on here so they won't come loose, but you can cut that and put new thermal grease on. And I'll probably do that here in a moment. Clean these up and re-oil them. I take the back off, and there's a little spot you can put a drop of oil inside. Alright, I took one of the heat sinks off here just to see the condition of the thermal grease. It is pretty poor. That's all that was on there, but this was a pain to get off. It's a really strong high temperature glue. It's the Spondulistech. I don't even know what that, I can't read that. The Rocker Box F20 TAM 560.00K2. There's 3 more on this board. I decided to pull them all off. It is really good thing I did, because I don't even know what that is. But I don't want that heating up in there. Here are all the boards washed up. All the heat sinks went through the dishwasher, and ready to reassemble. This is the Sponduli SP20. Got a shot there. And I have 2 of these. I used the DPS 1200 FBA power supply, made by HP, and it can run up to 1200 watts. They're pretty cheap on Amazon. And this little board here, just a little adapter I bought just in case, but I was going to go show you on the other one what I did to modify it so that it would work just fine without having that extra board. That little board costs about $25. So all I did there is I soldered the ground and the positive, and this is a little jumper right in there, soldered directly to the 1st and 4th pin. That just turns it on, so it's on all the time. And so I have both these running. This is the same one as the Sponduli SP20. So yeah, I got this whole setup this winter. I bought them in November, and so far they've already paid for themselves and heated the house. And then I'll go show you the third one. The third one is in our back room here, heating this little house with half of a Antminer S5. Oh, it's icy out. And the reason why it's only half of one, I got it in refurb condition, or as is condition, really cheap. You can see I just put it together with parts I had laying around. So this is just an old power supply I probably paid $10 or $15 for. And I just zip-tied a fan onto the heatsink. And only one side of it works, so I paid $25 for this board here. And this is the little motherboard that it connects to. These are a little more exposed. Originally this would have had a case on it. So I wanted to mention that this heats the room very well. We have temperatures as low as 10 degrees this last month, and this thing kept it nice and warm. We don't even have to run the heater or the computer. It can be completely turned off. But yeah, that's a half of an SP5. And here's a quick overview of my slush pool count. It shows here current hashing rate is around 2.9. As you can see, the price is over $1,000 today. And just from this year, I've already made over $200. And who knows, in a couple decades, I might even be able to buy a house. That'd be kind of nice. But I do this for fun. It's a neat little currency. If you've never heard of it, it's called Bitcoin. So that's the overview for my little setup. I'm running it right now around 3 terahashes. Hope this video is interesting to you. Thanks for watching.